Hello, Namaskaram, my zombies and robots. They have to be inclusive, include everyone. Robots will be like, what have we done? We are A to B, B to C, C to D. We have the right. So today I will tell you about all the bullshit people that came into my life, no? When you look back then you realize that these were the people who were just using you. And it's not for because I care. These people are not even like my ants. You can just kill them whenever they want. But it's because for you to understand like what kind of people, if you are surrounded with them, then you should just remove them. Because they are just your energy suckers, nothing else. They like your positivity, that's why they are with you. So from like when I saw my entire film, what people call subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind stores all of your memories from childhood to now. But you only remember few of them because you have highlighted them. It's like a book. The book has everything, but because you have highlighted certain parts, whether because of fear or desire. We are talking about everyone, including you also. People who were with you only because you were a nice human being. But whenever you needed them, nobody was there. So basically, they were there only till the time you were giving. When you need it back, you are giving money. So everyone is with you. Oh, yeah, very nice, very nice. But sometime you also need money. Then we're like, okay, can somebody give me something? Then all of that disappears. It's everywhere. So it's very interesting, That's what I'm telling you, It's like when I was in Mehul, like IIT, I was like doing like in BTech time, photography and everything. So I used to take everyone's photograph, used to make everyone's DP. But did any of them ever offered like, okay, can you have tea? Can you have coffee? All of them were just like, aha, we are getting, so why not? Just take it. The person is not asking for anything. But their own, there's no, self-righteous, in which you're like, no, someone is giving something, then we should also give something back, even though the person is not asking. But that doesn't happen. That never happened in life. All of that is bullshit only. Like, so many people were with you. They were like, hi, this is my true love. All of these, the drama. So you are there just handling their problems all the time. You're like, no, everything will be all right, bhai. Everything will be fine. And when you needed them, they are like, oh, you are so negative. Your negativity is coming out of you and all of that. So till the time positivity was coming out of me, that was fine. So that is only you need, positivity. If negativity comes out, then you are just running away. Very nice. These are not your friends. I'm telling you all of this because you spot these people around you. People who are only there till the time you are nice to them, till the time you are just praising them, till the time you are just doing what they want you to do, or you behave how they want you to behave. And whenever you are down in your life, or whenever you need help, then all of them just disappear in thin air. Starting with childhood, so it's like school people. So most of these guys were like, just turkey or just into like marpeet and all of this bullshit. And they try to put that on you also. So at that time also, there were no true friends. All of them were just into themselves. Even they're jealous of you actually. How can you do stuff which they cannot do? So even though they take coaching and everything, still you can solve a problem just in the dreams. I have literally done that. So at the time I never knew about IIT and everything. There was some coaching person, he came. He gave a problem from this H.C. Verma book. And you're like, okay, anyone can solve it. So I kept thinking. And in the dreams, I actually understood it. You're like, okay, this is how you can do it. So I solved it. That guy is like, how did you solve it? We're like, yeah, it happens. Things happen. But all of them were like jealous of you, jealous of me actually. That time also. Now when I see, they were nobody cares. Basically, everybody was about their own story, what they can get from you in their own story. Nobody cared like what is my story. Right now also, I challenge like anyone in this world who knows my story. No, you don't care. You don't care. What I am feeling, what I am doing, all of that bullshit. But you want me to care about your bullshit. So you're surrounded with people like that. So after school, when you have to go like tough exam, JEE, you have to do all of that stuff. You have to read a lot. And second type of people I am telling, okay? So first type is this. This you should spot and remove them just like that from your life. People who only cares, it's just like, okay, I go to a restaurant. So that restaurant guy is only caring how much money can I give to them. Or I go to a hotel to take a room. So that guy only sees me as a customer. And how much can I sell it to that person. So they only care about their story. Because they want money and everything. They don't care about my story, where I came from, what I am doing and all of that. They don't care. So they only want you to contribute to their story, but ignoring your own story. And how it happens in life is, when you share things, it becomes real. Real means what? It's like, how is Ramayana real or not real? So because if it is shared by a lot of people and a lot of people believe it to be true, then it will be true. Otherwise, so similarly, when you share your stuff with someone and that person also holds the memory of it. It's like most of these celebrities, everything. Sara Ali Khan today did this and this guy did this. So all of you are holding their story in your heart. Why? So basically they are living through you. Your life also they are sucking it away. So that's how you basically give or take energy. And most of the time you will encounter these energy leeches in which they will keep up, because you are a good listener, so they will keep speaking about their own story all the time. They're like, this happened, that, and this, and I am that, and so you listen, but they will never reciprocate it. Like they will never take your story also in their heart. They're just like, okay, take my story and I am done. So this first type you should stay away. The second type is people who force things but say that it is love. So basically, even like people who are giving you stuff, but they are not giving you what you need. They are giving you what they want to give. So these kind of people you should strictly stay away from. These people will never let you grow in life, because they want basically to superimpose their own imagination onto you. They think that it's like these stalkers, that they show in Bollywood movies, in which the guy is basically imposing herself on the girl by being forcing himself by stalking her everywhere, by giving her things, but maybe she doesn't even need it. She's like, no, take it. You have to take it. I am giving it to you. How can you say no to me? So these guys are actually very toxic. And they do all of these things in the name of love, which is even more, Kalipurish thing. Because Kalipurish is like, it's hiding in the mind only. So this second type of people. And these type of people are like, I encountered mostly like, the family. So they will barge on you when you are preparing for JEE, unannounced. They will come and they will like, we have bought kheer and we have bought this, and then suddenly they will go and wash your clothes. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, what the fuck? But then you're like, we love you, we love you, we love you. This bullshit they will do it to you. And then you're like, we wanted to surprise you, that's why I didn't tell you. This is all bullshit, okay? They didn't tell you because if they told you, then maybe you had the right to say no. Right? So they didn't want to listen to that no that you can say. So they wanted to take away your own right to live your own life from you. and enter your life whenever they want, exit your life whenever they want, do whatever they want in their life, and then finally say, hey, it's so love, you know, we love you so much, very much love, love, love everywhere. But they never listen to your side of the story, what you need. They never ask even, okay, do you need something? Or what? How is it going or anything? They will never ask you. So these second type of people. What is the first type? First type is the energy leeches, who only want you to listen. They come in the form of friends. Okay, they are only there till you are positive towards them. They are only there till you are affirming their reality or their version of the life, or till you are supporting their version of the life. They will be there, and then if you are not supporting their version of the life, if you have some problem, they will just leave. They will make excuses like, so something will happen to you and you have gone crazy and all the bullshit. But they know in their heart, you know, that they are fucking bullshit people. They never care about anything. They are just opportunistic. And second type is people who come in the form of who force things on you, come into your life, do whatever they want, and then they leave and do it everything in the name of love. The third type, okay, this is related to authority. So this also I have encountered, like from the DOSA in IIT to the professors in IDC. All of them are bullshit people actually. They never care about rules or anything, you know. They only care about their own ego. There are no rules. It's just authority. So I will do whatever I want type of things. In IDC also, whenever I was doing my project, I have to put my own money into making my film. I put my own money in making projects. What I am doing it for? Master's degree. But why is the college not providing it? But nobody does that. Nobody cares also. So whatever, how much effort you have done in the research, you have gone to the ground, and nobody cares. They are just into a report banai ki nahi. What the fuck, man? Like, do you even care about the project or not? Or you are just like a robot? Then we can replace you with AI only. Why do we need you? AI can also do all of these things. So these third type of people who come into your life in the form of authority. Maybe it can be your boss, okay? Or it can be your whatever, the professor in the college, or some administrator sitting in some sarkari institution. It can come in any form. All of these people, they hide behind system and everything. They don't care about any system or anything. It's just like they are fake people. Okay, so these three type of people. The first type is full. Like my list is full. So many people, man. Like so many of them. So like in school, I never had anyone actually. So they were like all bullies only. So they no point in talking. They are anyways rotting in their own hell now. But in like IIT is like this guy Aditya Gupta, okay. Then all of this friend circle, the Yo Papa group, and my roommate, so biggest bully. But hiding in the plain sight. Never cared about anyone or anything in life. Never cared about your dignity. Never cared about anything. Even the wingmates that I used to live in the hostel. So basically, I was into the photography and like fine arts, right? So I made this nice, beautiful birthday calendar. And I used to remember everyone calendar, call everyone the wing, and like celebrate and everything. And when my birthday came, nobody remembered. What the fuck, man? So basically, that exposes that these people just care about themselves. They use you to hide behind these things like, you know, hostel culture, wing culture, this bullshit, other things. But they never care about anyone else. So, but because you are honest, so you do everything honestly, but they never do anything honestly. So that was the main thing. Like I used to see everything as a positive, but then I realized, like when looking back, that the people, yeah, I cared too much about everyone. No, that's the thing. Because you look at everything as a positive. Something positive can happen. That people are good people. But anyways, it's fine. I gave them a chance. Now they will see me rising. And they will see me rising that they are not even like worth my boots. Just the time, you know. You will keep saying, you keep watching. You think you have created some startup, so you are some big deal, huh? You will see how many startup I create and how many money I earn. So even in that case, like, because I couldn't run for this dosa thing, all the politics and bullshit that happens, no justice served anywhere in the life. And then even the people who hide behind goodness, because I was not able to talk, I was not able to express, I was more introvert type. So they see you as an attitude. Basically, they are superimposing their own reality onto you. You don't have attitude, because if I had attitude, why would I do so much things in life? But that's fine again. So these, you keep going actually in life. So I kept going, always kept going. Like, okay, it's fine. Whatever happens is fine. Just keep moving. And I started so many new things in, because that's the positivity coming from, no? When I was photography club and everything I did from scratch. And I put like any positivity in the energy in the atmosphere. But nobody gave it back to me. Nobody cared. Because if they care, or if they show that yes, I have done something, it means that they were not capable of it. So they don't want to accept it, that they were not capable of it. Whether it is like, this guy is Uttam Sikaria and all of this, they know that I am superior to them. They know I could have been better secretary. But they don't want to admit it, no. Because obviously ego problems, very big ego problems. Then all the girls also. Basically, I was very honest and everything. So I like to express and share things. But all they care about is the stature of you in life. What can you do in life? How do you have a position in the institute and all of these things? Now they realize all the positional guys we married, what happened to them? What happened to your life? Very interesting. In IDC also, where I went, no. So most of these IDC people, the creative people, so-called creative people, there's nothing creative about them. They are all robots only. Most of them, they are like, oh, this guy has very big attitude. Because I used to do my own stuff only. Because when I came to IDC, I was very focused. I was like, I have to, after so much hard work, I have gotten this chance. So I will just focus on learning. So I just focused my life on that. But they think that you have attitude, you have this. There is nothing materialistic or all of this. Material is needed. Point is not about world has become materialistic. Point is that people have become demons. There is no honesty, there is no truthfulness in their heart. And they think that they can play the world, by putting these false statements, by putting a mask on the front. So basically having a mask on your face has become a fashion. If somebody is honest, have no mask. Okay, I am like this only. This is me. Whatever you think, this is me. So they don't like that. Material will always stay, no? All of this is material only. What is this? So many trees, mountains, rivers, this is material only. Material will be there. Point is the human spirit is completely fucked up. Human is corrupt. The tree is still the same. Whether you cut it, burn it, or whatever you do, that is same. It's a human who is corrupt, no? And then they complain about corruptness and system is like that. But what are you? 90% of the IITians cheat in their exams, even in the IIT. 90%. Okay? And then they say, oh, Indian system is very corrupt and like all of that and bullshit. What the fuck? Have you ever honestly given any exam? Ever? In your life? But again, that's what I'm saying, It's a very entertaining, like, only drama, expose. Like, I was actually very good in physics also. Even this keeps happening with me all my life because I'm introvert types. So even in the school when I went, I got like second position in the class. And I was the new kid, okay? Nobody knew that I am like this. And then all these established elites, they're like, I got first, you got third. Who is second then? Like searching everywhere. And I was like introvert type, so I generally don't go and like, highlight my stuff and everything. Finally they figured it out. Even in the IT only, first year there is a physics course. In the physics course, I like a lot of people failed. There's some, I think, electricity magnetism or something like that. But I scored very good in that. So all of these the Rahul Ajmeras of the side, these are like the. Now I realize who these people are. These people are like born elites. They are born into some like real estate tycoon, and then they have come to IIT, so they have a very different worldview. Now you realize that. At that time you were thinking that everyone is a good person around you. Now you know they are not good people. That guy used to make fun of my English like all the time. Like, you cannot pronounce this, you cannot pronounce that. Because that's how I think he was brought up in life. Maybe his parents taught him that. Like, English speaking, like, make fun of these ignorant people in life who cannot speak English, who come from villages. See, my English now, fluent. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. So many bullshit people you encounter in life. People just suck away your energy. So basically, because of my ability to see goodness in people and positivity in people, I was a very different kind of photographer. Like my portraits always had like smile and balance and everything in them, naturally, because that's how you see life. But I thought everybody sees life like that. But then I realized these are all like negative creatures. They don't see life like that. They don't see smile or goodness in any other. They see how you can use them. That's the only thing they see. So all of that, whatever the clubs you have been to, the studies that you do in the class and everything, nobody cares actually. They all cared about their own story. In fact, they were jealous that you are pursuing your passion and you are going into this direction and all of that, and they couldn't do it. But if I am successful, that means that they are like failure in their life of not able to follow their dreams. So they secretly like prayed, like, oh, this guy should go down. So many times it happened, no? Even like there are courses in which I did like a lot of work, more work than the other people. But because all of them cared about their own story, so all of them picked up which slides they are going to present. Okay? And they never gave me any slide. So I'm like, it's fine. We have worked together anyways. But the professor doesn't see like that. So he gave me less grade than the other people. So much is like all the upper bullshit. All of these, they whatever you show, people see. Nobody cares about the truth. So all of these people, you stay away. Remove them from your life. Otherwise, nothing good will happen. If you are a good person, if you are also a negative person, then you should burn. Because this life is for that only. That you should burn more and more. And this is the starting. Now you see me glowing and glowing. Now you see me. I mean, this is only the start. Do you think how powerful my mind is? If I can crack IIT, if I can crack like the design college entrance examination of the same IIT, so basically rational side also and creative side also. Then I can crack the spirituality also. Then I can crack AI and machine learning and all the philosophy and history and everything. Who do you think I am? Have you done even one of these things successfully in your life? This is just the start. To show you where you stand in your life. And mostly the egoistic people will burn by this, but the nice people will be happy by this. Because they will be like, yeah, somebody is doing it. So there is a anime, Redo of a Healer. So basically you realize that you kind of heal people when you are with them, because positivity heal people. Let's say somebody has some problem and then they're like, okay, this happened. But then you're like, okay, so calm down, it's alright, let's see the solution. Let's see what can be done, what cannot be done. So in a way, you are kind of healing their dark energy, or what we call tamas in Sanskrit. So you are converting their tamas to sattva. But then people see like, this guy is just doing it for free. And when you need some sattva and you are too deep in your own darkness, then nobody will come and take you out. They just take and take away. See, now I'm sitting in mountains, enjoying my life, moving around, gaining knowledge, being happy. And soon I will be the king of the world. You will keep watching. Because when it's only knowledge, no? If I can do anything in life, anything means anything. If I can create a machine learning code which nobody can create, if I can create some kind of machine which nobody can create, if I can manipulate energy in this spiritual realm to the level that I can put inception in the dreams of the people, and I can put ideas and everything, then what will you do? I am the most powerful. You cannot do anything to me. Where will you go then? What excuse will you make? Power, you have to finally bow down only, no? If somebody has power, what will you do? Either you bow down to that person or you fight. But if you fight, you are going to lose only. What can happen? So this guy, Mehul and Vikas also, I went to meet like these two people after I was enlightened. So I explained to them like this is like this and like science is not the reality and all of that. So the other guy is now become a scientist. So he become infuriated, like, angry. You keep saying all of this. Huh? But you're right. And what the fuck, man? Like, if you don't agree or if you have some logic or argument or anything, you put it. Why are you getting angry? That is because the anger inside him, or because of his own life, is coming out. And he thinks like, because I am generally an open person, I won't react or anything. At the time I did not also. But now I don't care. Now if you do bullshit to me, then I will do bullshit to you. If you can be angry, I can also be angry. Mehul was there, no? He's like, it's not like, I'm saying something bad about you. I'm telling you the truth of the world. If you don't know or if you cannot realize it, that's not my problem, no? That's your problem. Why don't you work on yourself? But all of these people, they just take advantage of you being nice and good. So at that time also, after I was like enlightened or whatever you call that, I don't really care. Or you are free or more free in life. So I actually ask anyone in my friend list want to meet, I will come there. I will took a flight and I will come to your city and I will meet. At that time also, like only 4 and 5 people met me. Like even after everything, it's like, okay, your schedule is busy, I will come. But nobody cares. Like they didn't even care about me personally also, and obviously they don't care about the truth also. So they are just lost in their own world, they never cared. But if I become someone big now, now everyone will come. Now everyone will be like, oh, you are a friend from the college, or you are, we know you from there and there. What the fuck you are, man? Huh? That's true for they are all world, yet we fuck it up. It's all I am telling you, Mehul. Finally, it's about. See, I am talking to you. I am talking in a positive manner. I want good for you. I'm including you in my story. I'm not, just putting I am the only thing like that. But most of the people are not like that. They just are into their own bubbles, like small closed world. And they never want to open it up. But because they have some kind of power or they have some kind of status, so they can get away with it. But that will change very soon. You keep watching now. I'm doing everything live also. See, it's not like I'm doing anything secretly. I'm telling it and doing it. And you will see it happening. Crazy part of the world, man. Like my own parents, they are like so fucked up. When I was enlightened, I was like, okay, now I have defeated whatever you call like mental health problem is nothing there. It's basically tamas increasing in you. Tamas means negative energy increasing in you. I can explain it to like detail also, but leave it for another time. So when you learn how to handle it in a way and how to get about it, so and we're like, okay, I have defeated it. It's done. Now I am all good. But they don't, because they have never listened to you. They never care about what you say about yourself. They never did in the life. So they have their own thing in their own mind. Oh no, he's like that. They literally called like police on me. Like the entire family. Like they called police on me. Like this guy has gone completely mad. And he's like this and that. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Yeah. Negative energy is basically, let's say you want to do something. Okay. Like I can tell you right now also, no problem. This is like a call only. Only me and you are here. So it's like a video call. Now anybody else also want to join, they can join, but this is a one-on-one talk only, no? So let's say you want to do something in your life. Okay. So that is positivity. Positivity means like you want to go somewhere. What moves the world is positivity. That you get up in the morning and you do your exercise. Why would you do your exercise? Because you have some positivity in you that you can do it and something good will come out of it. Now what is negativity? What is tamas? Tamas is darkness. Darkness means what? That if there somebody like your friend or someone, you want to do exercise or you want to do yoga or you want to sit silently and do meditation, and they always put these negative things in your mind. Oh no, it cannot happen. No, it's very difficult. So all of that will change your mental structure of doing that thing. You understand? Let's say if I start on this journey that I will walk India foot by foot. How many people do you think were like, oh my God, this is something amazing, man. How can we help you? How can we support you? That is positivity, right? Let's see what happens. No, maybe you are not able to do it, but let's see what happens. This is very interesting that you are doing it. How many people are like that? Very few. How many people are like that? Oh, Achu is 5 foot, you will do it. What will happen? So many things, bad things can happen to you. So if you are focusing on the negative or bad, that is negativity. So that will stop your movement in life. Because your energy, your natural instinct in life wants to go somewhere. Let's say you want to become an artist. So your natural energy wants to go there. But then people are like, how will you earn money? Artists like that. Nobody respects them, all of that. So they are putting negativity into you. So that is negativity or tamas. Very short description. And it happens all the time. These negative people, they survive on pulling other down. They never support anyone. Most of them are like that because they reflect that if this guy is able to do it, then it means that it could have been done and I didn't do it. So they always see things by their own self-image or by their own ego. That if this thing is successful, it means that somehow I am inferior, that I was not able to do it. So they don't want the inferiority to be exposed. So they pull other down. They will cite all the negative reasons it cannot happen. They will cite all the bad things that can happen. They will cite all of these things. They will never focus on the positive things that obviously maybe it can happen. Maybe something good can come out of it. They never say that. So these are the negative people. So these people you should just remove from your life. Whoever it is your parents, your brother, sister or whatever, all of them are like that. Like when I told my brother-in-law, like I have to go into spirituality now. I cannot stop myself. Because I see it. I see that all these Vedas and these ancient texts that are written, these guys are fucking like geniuses. Like, so I have to go and see like what is there. I have to go and see what is in yoga, what happens in meditation, how many stages are there and all of that. I want to verify like what Buddha says is it true or not, because it sounds very interesting. And I know the truth. So now it's more reason. Then all of these guys are Bhavatu Sarva Mangalam. हाँ वो तो है like finally you realize, like Ishal, in life, that you are actually nothing. This world is nothing real, and this is the reality. Okay, I will not just say like because of religious affinity. This is just the dance of Shiva and Shakti. Like Shiva in sense of consciousness, like you are there, and Shakti is like the energy, and both of them are playing together, and that's how the world is born. And you realize at that level, you're like fucking amazing. So all feel very amazing. Like when the wind hits you, it's like energy dance with you. I am like taking over my energy right now. No, before I was like little down because I was letting people suck my energy up. Because I wanted, somehow I had a feeling that maybe people will understand. But now I don't care. So I was like, okay, if you understand, you understand. If you don't, you don't. So now I am very positive. Even though I'm in a place which is very negative. But who cares? The nature is positive. Where was I? I got off track. So yeah, so my brother-in-law, that time he was like, no, spirituality is very bad. How do you stop the leeches? You cut them. How do you stop the leech which is sucking blood from you? How do you stop the mosquito that is sucking the blood from you? You take it, okay, like this, and throw it in the gutter. You stay in your positivity. See, what you call spirit, okay, that is in a sense like the energetic signature. It's like how the river like flows down, the water flows down only. So basically there is a memory, there is an energetic signature in the water to do that. I don't kill stuff. No, they will kill themselves. You just, basically the leech will die if you stop supplying it blood. It will die by itself only. So you don't have to do anything. You just have to stop yourself from dying. Because that's what's happening to you now. You are trying to do something good in the world, something better in the world. Then these people will come like cite all the negative reasons why it cannot happen. Why don't focus on all the positive things? Why it can happen? And if it happens, what good things can happen in this world? But they will never do that. Because their mindset is negative only. So that's why I kind of like, this Gandhian spirituality is very wrong. Because that is just like, okay, these leeches are my leeches. Let them suck my blood. What the fuck is that? Nobody told you that. Did Rama not go and kill Ravana? Did Krishna let Duryodhana get away with everything or Kansa get away with everything? He was patient. So with this guy, who he allowed 100 insults. Because his mom is like, okay, you are the God, so please be merciful. So he was like, okay, I will give me 100 insults, I will bear. But that guy that got egoistic. They were like, okay, I am very powerful, I can say whatever to him. So that's how all the bullies, all these leeches work. They think they can come in your life, do whatever they want, and then just go away whenever they want. It's like your life is some kind of open theater for them. So you just, if you don't do that, it means basically a disrespect for your own life. So this always I keep telling people, the real dharma, the real spirituality, and the real, the perfect way to exist in this world is to have the same respect for yourself and the same respect for others. But most of the Indians, they don't have the same respect for themselves. Like if some foreigner comes, you respect that person much more. You serve them very good food. But have you ever cooked the same food for yourself? So you're like, okay, today I will treat myself. I will cook all of these things. Have you ever shown that same love to yourself? You have never shown the same love to yourself. So basically, that's because most of the Indian consciousness is stuck in the inferiority complex. They consider themselves inferior and they consider others superior, while it should be equal. Most of the Western and what we call Islamic, they consider themselves as superior and others as inferior. So it reflects in that way. They think that they can do whatever in the world and then can hide behind a victim complex. You do whatever you want, okay, first you do whatever you want, and then if something bad happens to you, then you hide behind, oh, something bad is happening to me. Like, because they think that they are allowed to do anything in this world. Same is like, if you go and talk to any, I have been in Canada, I have talked to so many people, even in ashram and everyone. And this is one guy I met, he was very honest. So I told him that for me, the problem is not like I can treat others with kindness. The problem is I don't treat myself with kindness. Like, I don't protect myself. Like, whenever anybody tries to put doubts on my story, I don't defend it. I just like, okay, no problem, types. Which is wrong thing. Because if you are giving so much respect to somebody else's story, you should also respect your story. So, and this is problem happens in most of the Indian people. And most of it is coming from the Gandhi, I am telling you. This is fake notion of spirituality in which you just don't do anything. Let people die, let partition happen, let so many women get raped and killed and all of that bullshit. And still you're like, I'm non-violence. Non-violence is the key, sir. Charkha, non-violence, non-violence. What the fuck is that, man? Like, which Ram are you? Like, you used to pray to Ram, no? Which Ram is he praying to? The same Ram that went and killed the entire army of the Ravan? That killed so many people? The same Ram you are praying? And you are doing non-violence. Bura mat dekho, bura mat suno, bura mat karo. Non-violence. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, and that entire thinking pattern has been put into our own minds. So when you see her bhajan like, De di hame ajadi bila khadag bila dhal, Sabarmati ke sant tune kar diya kamal. What kind of sant he is? The sant who used to sleep with his own granddaughters? That person you call sant? Seriously? Like, that is the level of the sant that you have come down to? Like, Mahavir was a sant. You know, that person is like, deserved to be called sant. Because he lived like a sant. This guy you are calling sant? Who is so incapable? Whose character is so like, questionable? And you are calling him sant. So all of this is propaganda bullshit that have been put into your minds. And because of that, we can't even protect ourselves, and the need is there. Because then again the same thing, Gandhian thing comes. Tolerance. Tolerance. How much tolerance? How much tolerance? Like, Gandhi was ready to sacrifice all the Hindus of the India also. That is bullshit, no? He was like, yeah, no tolerance, let them do what they want. Charkha. चरखा, लेकिन क्या कर रहे हो भाई चरखा करके? कितना धागा बनाओगे? इतना तो बना लो कि कम से कम 2-3 लोगों के कपड़े बना लो. मतलब चरखा गाते रहो बस बैठे बैठे. क्या बकवास है यार, मतलब. और उसका पूरा वो जो फैमिली है, the entire thinking is like that only, the bullshit thinking. Like, it's like, the Krishna was not God and he did not do Mahabharat. Like, if the भगवान खुद आके लाइक यदि महाभारत करा के इतने लोगों का खून करवा रहे हैं तुमको, तो तुमको क्या लगता है कि चरखा काटने से ही सब कुछ होता है दुनिया में? शस्त्र उठाने से कुछ नहीं होता है? मतलब क्या बकवास है. ये सब लोग भी उसी कैटेगरी में आते हैं. ये सब लीचीज वाले लोग आते हैं. तुम इनको बोलोगे ना कि हाँ ये भी हो सकता है, पॉजिटिव चीज भी हो सकती है, दे विल नेवर एक्सेप्ट इट. दे विल ऑलवेज साइट द नेगेटिव रीजंस व्हाई इट कैन नॉट हैपन. And these people you should remove from your life. I'm telling you, completely remove from your life. If you want to build tomorrow a coaching institute, if you want to see like teach everyone physics, the basics of the physics, and like every child in all the small villages can understand it. Why not? Obviously it can happen. It's just imagination, and imagination with positivity that is required to do it. And I'm going to do it anyways. All the knowledge of the world I am going to teach it to everyone. I will simplify it so much that even the child can understand it. Why not? You don't believe it can happen because of the negativity inside you. And that negativity has been put in by the world. All these negative people around you that you surround yourself with. So that you cannot grow. You cannot implement your own vision that you have in life. That I want this to happen in the world. But then these people come and they like suck your energy off. All the negativity, and after they go away, all you are thinking is about negative stuff. Why it cannot happen? You forget all about why you wanted to do it, how good things can happen in this world and everything. This is basically the same thing, the Deviya Shakti and the Asuri Shakti. So Asuri Shakti always wants to destroy. It never wants to create. And Deviya Shakti always wants to create. Always a conflict will happen between two. But this should happen in balance. When imbalance is there, then we kill them. So I'm telling like that only. Like Mangal is also here. So all of this Yo Papa group and everything, they never cared actually. Sometimes they help, sometimes when they want they help, sometimes they don't help. Now obviously all of them will come back because you are doing something amazing now. And slowly as my name will spread and you will see more and more people will join. The same people who don't even know what I was doing in life for 5 years. No idea. What I have been through, the struggles I have been through, they have no idea. But they will all come back now. But do you think I don't remember? Do you think I have memory of I've uncovered my entire subconscious mind. I know everything, every little stuff, every action that I have done in my life and how people have behaved with me at that time. So this is about that. These three kinds of people. One is the negative leeches, which comes in the form of friends, all of these relationships, girlfriend also. For me, this is the same story. Everywhere, same thing happens. People just suck your energy and you are dry, then they just leave you. So this is the first type. Second type is people who come in the name of love. They think, but all they want is to superimpose their own opinion, their own way of life on you. They don't love you. They don't care what you need. They don't care about how you feel and everything. They just you have to be happy in this. I told you have to be happy. And because they wield power, you have to be. Third one is the authority type. People who hide behind authority, rules, all of them they hide behind when they want to stop you. But the same rules, the same authority goes for a toss when it's for themselves. These are all the big people, the government, the clerks, to the professors in the IIT, to the administrator in the IDC and all of them. It's the same people. These three kinds of people. Just remove from your life. Just remove. The leech is not going to give you anything. It is just going to suck the blood out of you. And it lives on your kindness. And it doesn't even appreciate it, that it lives on your kindness. So with this I leave you guys. See, this is a school. This is a school. Right now it's summer holidays. So it's closed. This is a school. This is how rural schools are like. I think most of your people have not even seen them. I'll show you. It's 3-4 rooms only. And you see how the infrastructure needs constant improvements, no? And in these places, even doing small things is very important. That's why, the Modi, putting some toilet in there or some new room in there. For that, these people, it's a big thing. A small school, 2-3 rooms only, I think. Small number of children also. So I think most of the classes, they must have combined also. And I have been to so many of these. So kind of what I am doing is taking census of everything in life. How villages are run, how village schools are run, how education system is run, how PWD department works, how forest department works. All of this. They all have a secret network of sorts. So I'm cracking into that network. And online and everything I'm cracking onto the other network also. The economic network, the political network. I can read anyone. Even if I see the G7 summit leaders and everyone, I can tell who is thinking what. It's very easy actually. People call body language, but not body language. You can just read the energy actually. Indirectly also, just by image also you can read it. Basically, guys, suck it up. Okay, this guy is going to rise now. You're There is nothing in this world that I won't do, and there is nothing in this world that I can't do. Whether it's building a startup, building some new machine learning model, building some new operating system, to building some new education system, to building some new spiritual system, there is nothing in this world that I cannot do, and nothing in this world I won't do now. So now this is all doing journey. Just keep improving yourself. Just keep going in life. Keep learning. Always keep learning. Even from small people, just keep learning from them. Whatever they have, you take. Now they cannot give you much, but it's fine. Whatever they can give you, you take. With this, I say goodbye. Bye bye. Namaste. We'll see you again. Network was a problem, so only this village network was there. Before there was no network. What is Ambani doing? But I don't know. Why there is no tower here? What is the towers here? Okay. Bye bye.